This is J. Nicole Merchandising Agency.
Damian Parson. My business is Miami P Inc.
Kiara Morales, and I am the CEO of Grow and Flow.
Jacqueline Tucker, and I am the owner of Jacqueline's Boutique.
It's Rod Bradley. The nature of my business is RPB Productions.
My name is Tara Jones, the Chester Cultural Arts and Technology Center.
My name is Kenneth Picasso, and I am the Art Monster.
What do I love about being an entrepreneur? The freedom to decide my fate.
Anytime I can live my life.
A major key to success for me is being consistent.
What drives me is knowing that I'm helping someone else.
3 words that describe an entrepreneur is determination, passion, resilience.
A major key to success is you determining what your level of success is.
Become comfortable with stepping outside of your comfort zone. Like, don't be afraid to take risks or do things that you're not necessarily comfortable with.
The first year, you might not make $1, you might lose everything. But if you don't give up and you keep on going and stay consistent, you'll win.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. I remember back in the days when I was just a little nigga. I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it, so when he went out with girls, I could go tagging along, nagging. If she had a sis, maybe could mack a baby hood rag. Y'all remember way back then, when it was 1985, all the way live. I think I was about 10, one of those happy little niggas singing the blues that be always trying to bag with the shag and karate shoes, saying yo mama black, his mama this, his mama that. Then he get mad and wanna scrap. We stay mad about 10 minutes like back on the bike to play hide and go get it with the younger hoes by the bungalows. Then switch to playing ding dong ditch when that gets old and too cold to hack it. Threw on a bomber jacket. You could tell the ballers cause they fell wearing gazelles. And if they really had money raised, be sporting cakes. And all the girls had they turkey sling. If it broke, then they made earrings to it, like they meant to do it. But sometimes I still sit and reminisce, then think about the years I was raised. Back in the day, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when my crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school, wishing it grown up. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out and be a grown up. But let me finish this reminiscing and telling about when girls was spelling tight corduroys like for the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops, and it don't stop. I'm glad cause when JJ's bad did Supersonic, it was kinda like a sport to wear biker shorts or to wear jeans, and it seemed like the masses of hoochies had poison airbrushed on their asses. Dudes had on Nike suits and the Pumas with the fat laces, cause it was either that or K-Swiss. I miss those days, and so I pout like a grown jerk, wishing all I had to do now was finish homework. It's true, you don't realize really what you got till it's gone, and I'm not gonna sing another sad song, but sometimes I do sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the day, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was.
All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jameer.
What's up, everybody? You already know it's your girl, Crystal.
All right, and this is Chester's Hot Seat.
Hey,
there we go. All right, so on today's episode, we are gathering different individuals from the city of Chester to answer steamy questions with even steamier hot wings. All right, so the questions will be concerning the city of Chester and the current state of the culture. There we go.
All right. So I'm just excited.
There
Are
we
you
go.
excited?
I'm excited. I am excited. Thank you for asking me to be a part of this, and thanks to Lost in the Sauce as well. So this is presented to you by Lost in the Sauce and the Missing Plug, organized by the Missing Plug. So Can you just tell us and let the viewers know how this event came about?
basically, I think I want to say it came about on your show.
Oh, there we go.
You had me and Jamar as a guest.
Hey.
And kind of just, with Lost in the Sauce, they basically have different like hot sauces and things like that. So they wanted to find a way to be able to highlight that, but use the media, especially with the coronavirus going on and everything. So I'm just happy that they asked me.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
This is like a special event. When I say I'm a special event agency, like that's what I mean. So
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm super excited. So, I mean, you want to get into it?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get into it. Just let y'all know that today's conversation is intense, not only for your taste buds but for your mind as well. All right. So again, we're gonna get into it. I'll see you later. Plug.
Yes, I gotta go do my crediting thing. But make sure you guys share the live. Make sure you follow Lost in the Sauce. And I'm excited. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. We're gonna introduce our first 3 guests. All right. So I'm gonna let them come in and then you'll see who they are. So again, our first 3 guests. All righty. So we do got, there we go. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, everyone. All right. So could you all introduce yourself?
Okay. So hi, everybody. My name is Chanel. I am one of the cast members of As the Culture Turns, which is on CMP Radio.
It's the station.
And I'm a resident of Chester, Pennsylvania, a school counselor in the Chester Upland School District. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the invite.
There we go. All right. Introduce yourself.
My name's Nasir Young. I'm a captain in the Army right now. I'm the executive officer of the Valley Forge Recruiting Company. Born and raised in Chester, graduated from Howard, and here to have a good time.
All right. So again, this is a conversation not intense only for your taste buds, but for your mind as well. All right. So we're gonna introduce the first sauce, and the first sauce we have is
You didn't have the third person introduce herself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I saw the wings. They got excited.
Yes, my name is Crystal Anderson. I'm the owner of Drink Like a Lady, and I do have a podcast, Drink Like a Lady Roundtable on CMP.com.
There we go. There we go. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you.
I was gonna say I've had some drinks too.
Yes.
Okay, well, we got drinks today. We got some pizza and grill for everybody.
Yes, I'm excited.
All right. So again, the first sauce that we are going to be presenting, I have on here, is the barbecue sauce, and let me give a description of that sauce. It is sweet, tangy, and zesty. Yes, there we go. All right, so again, you're going to take a bite and see how it is, and then I'll ask y'all first question.
Which one is the sweet, tangy, zesty?
Is it all 3 of them?
I want to say all 3 of them are.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh wow, this is spicy.
Oh, that's spicy? Okay, I guess that's not barbecue.
It could be barbecue. It could be spicy.
All right, there we go. All right.
I got the sweet, tangy, zesty.
Oh, it was supposed to be pick one and pass it. We did it wrong.
Okay, we did it wrong. Okay, but guess what? That's what happens. All right, and what do you think, Crystal?
I love it.
You love it? There we go.
I'm a wing eater.
There we
Yeah,
go.
so I
Let me
don't
get a
care.
piece real quick.
Let me get a piece real quick here.
A wing.
Yeah.
Oh, you
All
got the
right.
It's really good though.
I like flats too,
the sauce,
definitely.
though. It's so.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has really good flavor. Plus, I don't like my wings wet. So it's still, sticking to it.
I like that. All right, so make sure the first question, okay?
Okay.
First question I picked out of my hat. Get ready.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
All right, so anybody can go first. First question: is Chester a good place to open a business, and why?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, elaborate.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to go down this way. I think so because not only am I from Chester, but when you watch the community, you can see what they need. As far as your product, choosing a good product that can bend to what it needs to be. Also, right now, like I just was talking about the real estate, so even with the real estate, those are good moves. Now, I'm not a fixer-upper myself, but it is a lot of places, even small places, that's economical to move into. I do. I feel like it's a good place. But that's me.
There we go. That's good. All right, how about you, Nasir?
He's still on the way.
All right, there we go. All right.
I think that Chester is an excellent place to open business because if you look at all of the other businesses that are in Chester, I feel like they're thriving. If you look at DTLR, I go there quite often when I need shoes or when I just need sportswear. I go there all the time. If you go to and as Miss Crystal said, things that people need, laundromats. You go to supply stores, beauty supply stores. Excellent place to open up business because they're all pretty much thriving in our community.
There we go. I like
I
that.
get you on the show though, because I want to talk to you.
I want to talk to
There we
you.
go.
I
Yeah.
wanna talk to you too.
There we go. I like
So
that. Nice connection.
I think Chester is a good spot to open up a business because when you think about a business, you think about community. And there is no place that embodies community more than Chester.
Yeah.
Despite the things that we go through, every time we overcome any tragedy, any trauma, it's together. So I would love to open a business in Chester.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. 3 solid answers. 3 solid answers. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. All right, y'all ready for question number 2?
Yeah.
All right, just put it out my hat. Let's see.
Oh, you didn't even know what it was?
Nope. Ooh, I like this one for you, this group. If you were the mayor of Chester, what's one thing you would do immediately?
I
I
don't
like
want to
that.
answer first. You go ahead, history guy.
That is that is an all-encompassing question. Oh, man.
Loaded
All right.
question.
The first thing, all right, personally, even though this isn't really the mayor's lane specifically, I think I would spend more time working with the school district. I think our school district is not in the proper place that it should be. And being that it's in this city, I would take ownership as the mayor and try and pull together both the principal, the superintendent, the police chief, and myself in a meeting. And that meeting would probably be bi-weekly.
There we go. I like that. There we go. All right, getting closer to the community and just trying to figure out solutions. How about you, Miss Crystal?
I actually just got done saying this to I can't even think of the guy I was talking to in there. Who was the photographer in there with us?
JR.
Yeah, I literally just got done saying this for me because I like the party.
Yeah.
Not just, I like the party, period. So it's not just for the adults, for the kids. I told him, I was looking at some of the empty buildings over town, specifically the one next to the post office. I think it's Berman's or Burgers. It used to be years ago. And I said, I want to turn it into something where you can have stuff, like a little bit of everything, as far as for the day, things for kids, whether it's business classes, mock-ups of stores or whatever. But we also can have stuff for the adults. Like, I'm talking about classy stuff, not just the club, but I'm talking about like cafes, coffee shops,
Exactly.
a little bit of everything, jazz clubs, where basically it just shifts around.
Yes.
But you can run it for the whole community as a whole.
There we
So
go.
that's what I was thinking.
There we
That's
go.
awesome.
All right. How about you, Nelly?
I think if I were mayor, like one of the first things I would do is just look at what has not been working. Like obviously the community knows what's not working, but we need to see like what on paper and what statistics aren't working. What have we tried that didn't work, or what have we tried we didn't give it enough time? So we could try to use those things and use those tools to take back our city. Yeah.
All righty. So let's take another bite of a chicken wing. There we go. I ate one of yours, Nelly.
Are they all? So they're different, right?
I thought it was 3 different ones on here.
All
Is
right.
it 3 different ones on here?
Bite and see.
Another plate.
Bite and see.
Bite and find out.
Yes. Bite and see, and give your
Okay, let's see.
your reaction.
This one is spicy.
Lord, I didn't hit the hot one.
All right. It's water.
Oh, I definitely ate the wrong one before. I think this is the zesty one.
Yeah, this is
You might
hot.
have had the barbecue one.
Yeah, I had, that one tasted like I don't want to say marinara sauce, but something like that.
Yeah, that was the barbecue one.
This is really, 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 really spicy. I don't know because I'm not a hot eater.
Yeah. Hot. All right. Well,
I think this was zesty. I don't know. But it's good though.
I feel like I got a hot question coming up next. Then. All right. So, how do you do your part to contribute to your environment?
I mean,
we go.
for me, I do a lot of give backs.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, because that spicy guy.
Right. That's why I ain't
Water.
I do a lot of give backs for everybody. It's not geared to one thing because I do host Lashes and Cocktails, which is a mobile event to showcase female business owners. And through Lashes and Cocktails, we do like a lot of community work, whether it's domestic abuse, We raise money for that. I'm actually doing a giveaway in Delaware. Sorry, Chester. I'm coming to y'all.
There we go.
I'm coming to y'all. But my next giveaway is called Fit for a Queen.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's for the seniors graduating that didn't get the prom.
Mhm.
So because my thing with Lashes and Cocktails is about beauty, embracing all women want to be beautiful.
Mhm.
So we're giving to the teenagers that graduate that couldn't go to the prom.
Mhm.
So even with that, I'm always doing little give backs, even if it's just like we did Easter. We did a drive-by Easter thing. They didn't have to get out the car, just drive by with the kids. We gave them candy, little stuff. So it's always something for me that I'm doing. And they just come. I don't think about it. It might be like it just hit me.
Yeah.
There we go. That's good. That's good. How about you, Nelly?
Could you repeat? You said what do we do? Well, you said what do we do to contribute to the community? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly, since I work here, this this is me doing my part as a counselor, as just a positive figure for our children to look up to. So I feel like that's me doing what I love to do. It's something that I've not been raised to do, but it's something that we've been doing in the Chester Upland School District for a long time. So as mentors, when we were in high school, I was mentoring, and then in college, I was mentoring. I was a mentor for athletes, and now here I am still doing the same type of work with my own community.
There we go. All right, there we go. And what's up, Nas?
Well, I think what I do is no different than what everybody else does.
I think it's different though, because everybody not a captain.
He tried to humble himself.
He try to be humble. Just get started in that.
I mean, I just say that to say that when my brother calls, I'm gonna pick up the phone.
There we go.
And I think that's where it starts. The only thing I would say that I may do better than everybody, not everybody, but just in general, is consistency.
Okay.
That's the leg
That's
that I got
a
to
big
stand
thing,
on.
though, consistency.
Yes.
A lot of people aren't consistent.
Exactly. But no consistency, nothing can stick.
Yes.
Definitely. I also do want to explain the sauces that we did have always eaten. Those were very good answers.
Thank you.
Love this food. There we go. So the sauces we did have, I already described the barbecue sauce. We also had a peri-peri sauce.
Okay.
So that's a savory South African flavors infused with herbs and spices with mild heat. And then that real hot one y'all had was La Trinidad.
Okay.
Caribbean scorpion pepper, blended fruity tones and fiery heat. All right, so can I get y'all's opinions on the the three different sauces? Then we'll transition.
Oh wait, I didn't do the third one.
Oh, I didn't either.
Oh, you didn't eat? Oh, eat that wing.
Okay.
Eat that wing.
Eat that wing. Well, I'll go ahead and give mine.
There we
because I
go.
had two, and you had the third one. So I think that they were so flavorful. Like you could just tell when you said the one was with the African herbs and spices. You could tell. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then the other one that had like the scorpion pepper blended with like the fruity tones. That's the one I was like, oh, that got to be lemon pepper or something in there because you can taste it. So I enjoyed them.
You enjoyed it?
This is a business that if you are looking to support Chester, Lost in the Sauce is something that y'all should be supporting.
Exactly. There we go. How about you, Miss Crystal?
It's my turn now. So I'm not a hot eater. I love them. I love all of them, but the first one was my favorite.
Okay.
And I did make my purchases of sauce today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go home and try heat. I think it was one like the pineapple.
Yep. We have a mango pineapple. Yeah.
Mango pineapple. So that's what I'm gonna go home and work with.
All right. There we go. How about you, Nas?
So I thought all of them were good, and oddly enough, so I don't really like spicy stuff. So I really liked the first one because it didn't have a kick to it.
Yeah.
But the second one, even though it was spicy, the flavor was so good. I don't know, man. That's a tough question. All of them?
All of them? All right, there we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. That is good. Well, again, thank the first group. I thank y'all for joining me for this. Y'all opinions, y'all comments was well needed. And I think I get to the second group next. All right. So again, thank you all. Drop your socials before you.
Oh, okay.
They say.
I can't read it.
I can't read this. All right, yeah, wrap it up. All right, then wrap it up. Thank y'all for going.
Okay, you can follow me at iChanelJ on Instagram and follow my business page at So Right Accessories.
Nice.
Follow me at CPT_Young Inspires.
You can follow. I'm sorry. You can follow me at Lashes and Cocktails on Instagram. Drink Like a Lady Roundtable on Instagram, and it's the same for Facebook.
All right. Again, thank you all so much. I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, there we go.
Ooh, child, my nose.
It's water back there if y'all need the cool down.
No, I'm gonna get me a drink.
She said I want a drinky drink.
No, because they said she got drinks. Oh, yeah, I do.
All right. So again, that was our first panel. All right, we'll get ready for our second panel. I'll let them come in and introduce themselves. All right. While we're gathering together, our next sauces will be, we will have the mango pineapple, peri peri, and island fire, and I will describe those to you later. We have our guests coming in now. There we go. All righty.
I gave it all I had, so for what it's worth, I went from rags to riches, which is a drag. But now I'm first, so hard in the Joneses is on our way up. Yeah, we said that we just don't make it since a kid, and we finally did. But sometimes I still sit there reminiscing, thinking about the years I was raised. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days. I got Jack for mine. All right. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit.
All right. We are back with our second panel. I will allow everyone to introduce themselves. Get the screen. Oh yeah. All right. So we're gonna start from down all the way down here. So could you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Kiara Morales. I am the CEO of Grow and Flow, a natural hair growth product line.
There we go. All right.
My name is Angelique Satchel. I wear many hats, but most of you might know me from my work I've done with the Team Making a Change group here in Chester, PA.
There we go. All right. Next.
Hey everybody, it's Sade. I'm the CEO of Pretty Big Deal.
There we go. All right. So again, this is our second panel. And again, this is, first of all, everyone that's tuning in, please share the live. And this is a conversation intense not only for your taste buds, but for your mind as well. All right. So we're going to bring in the next set of wings. And the flavors we got for this, we have mango, pineapple, peri peri, and island fire. All right. There we go. All right. So we're going to grab a wing. Taste and give us your opinion. There we go. So pick a wing.
Left to right. So mango, pineapple, peri peri,
I'm not gonna do that one. I just got some wisdom teeth.
All right, I'll eat that one for you. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I got
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, while y'all chewing that, I'll ask y'all first question, okay? All right, so the question I have for y'all, how do you feel like you bring value to the city?
That's a great question.
There we go. And I'll start with Miss Kiara.
Okay. So I said I have my own hair care product line. So I supply natural hair products to the city, great quality, or natural. the ingredients, just giving, I guess, just like introducing people to good quality products, because sometimes people aren't, aware of the different toxins and different things that are in the products that they're using. So just like bringing that awareness and that knowledge, their hair education. I also have Mommy and Me event, so I, part of my mission for that is to boost Black girls' self-esteem, starting at a young age, teaching them how to care for their hair so that they don't have, so that they don't have to go through the things we went through as adults, as far as learning how to care for our hair, going through that stage of your hair breaking off and, you're trying to grow your hair back and not knowing how to even get your hair back. So just starting young, breaking the cycle as far as hair breakage goes in the city. I donate to a lot of different organizations in the city. What else? I do resumes. I make resumes.
Ooh,
so
there we go.
I help people get jobs in the city. I do a lot.
There we go. You did good. That's that's enough right there. You did good. There we go. There we go. All right. Same question for you, Angel.
How do I add value, you said, to the city?
Yes.
I like to consider myself a human resource. Seeing as how I'm a youth mentor, I just started my own plus-size clothing line business, partnered with my big sister, the Mommy and Me Boutique. Yes, we just started. I have my own entertainment service that helps provide entertainment to the live events that some of our city's entrepreneurs may throw, and they may need a couple of artists to come out and work their events. I am, what else do I do? Oh my goodness. I just took a position working at Camelot as the new history teacher out of Chester High School. So being a resource in the school and outside of the school for my students, because I do mentor a lot of them as well. Also being an asset for the people who need me. Like, use the things that I'm good at. I have no problem with like putting that out on the table and saying, hey, if you need a resource for X, Y, and Z, I might know people from the work that I've done in the city of Chester. I am connected to organizations, one being Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm a member of that organization. We have a chapter here in Chester, so we give back a lot. So if there are some things that you may need help with, some of them have no problem with, reaching out and doing community outreach as well. So I think the way I add value is just being able to be somebody that our people can come to when they need ideas or a fresh outlook on something, or just need somebody's opinion on something.
There we go. All right, that's good. There we go. How about you, Sade?
How do I add value to the city? Basically, I would really have to say I'm more, what Pretty Big Deal is a movement. It has started off being a positive movement geared towards full-figure women. In the midst of me doing that, every day getting up and just uplifting women and empowering them, something hit me and was like, wait a minute, it can't just be for the women, we have to do something for the men too. So then we started I'm a Big Deal for men, and that was basically to show how men and women can collaborate on a positive note. That's something within our city that we don't see often, where we can collaborate without getting something out of it. Most times people come together, it's either money involved, or I'm doing this because I want to get my name out there, or just to get exposure, to be seen. And Pretty Big Deal and I'm a Big Deal is not that. We are strictly empowering, motivating, inspiring men and women. And I believe that that's something that not just our community needs, but the world within itself. So I would have to say, I can say I'm just an influencer. I don't want to give myself this kind of big
Give
name.
yourself that credit. There we go. There we go.
But that's how I'll add value to the city.
All right, those are all good 3 answers. And again, I just want to describe the description of the first wing y'all had. That was the mango pineapple sauce. And that is a sweet mango flavor infused with pineapple with a sweet subtle heat. So what did y'all think of that first chicken wing?
I loved it. I love the mango pineapple sauce. I actually tried all of the flavors before. Mango pineapple is my favorite. I put it on my wings at home. I put it on my wings at home. I put it on salmon. It goes good on salmon.
Ooh.
Yes,
I'm
really
gonna
good.
try that.
Yeah. There we go. How about you, Angel? What did you think?
Yeah, I'm still over here like, no, it's really good. I'm not a big spicy fan, but it got just that little tiny kick. It's really good.
There we go. How about you, Shardy?
I feel the same. Well, we were talking in the hall, and I was like, which one is not too hot? And I really like this one.
There we go. All right, so we're going to go into the next description of the wing, and the next one is peri peri, and I'll give a description of that while you ladies pick it up and give it a nice taste. All right, so with the peri peri wing, I got my description right here. It's a savory South African flavor infused with herbs. Yep. There we go. So.
Jerk oh yeah.
All right. So while y'all, and I will ask the next question. Okay.
Give me water.
Yeah, we got water. All right, here go the question. I'm gonna start with you, Shar. Okay. All right. Do you think racism will ever end? And if whether you do or not, why? I know.
Do I think it will ever end? No.
All right.
Do I want it to end? Absolutely, yes. Do I think it will ever end? No, because you're always, 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 even to this day, going to have one person that's going to be the eyeball, one person that's going to try you, one person that's going to make it known, you know, how we are about our ancestors. They're the same way. I don't believe that it's ever going to end. Now, everything that is prior, you know, basically going on now, and with, you know, George Floyd and so forth, it's sad how that happened, but the outcome of what's going on now is really huge. DC, they have a whole street now that says Black Lives Matter. So, that's a
I'm with you.
question.
There we go. Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's good. It's no wrong or right answer to it. You know,
Yeah,
definitely
that's
with your
really
opinion.
tough.
Same one for you, Angel.
This just made me really emotional. I'm sorry.
We love emotions.
No, like, I'm going to keep it together.
All right.
So, do I think it's ever going to end? Absolutely not. And I say that because, you know, as people, we have our rights. And I believe that racism isn't a thing. It's taught. It's definitely taught. Like, I feel like I've been around people who say things like, my parents were racist, but I'm not. And it's just like, if you weren't, you would have never had to clarify that for me. You know, like your actions say everything. But like I've been saying through this whole movement, and I still love being black. It's nothing, like I just feel like this whole protesting, like the looting and the rioting, like it can be risky, but these are the things that needed to be televised. Like this is the standing up that we've needed. Like, so it's like, they like, we're going to hit them where it hurt, hit them in their pockets. But it's like, okay, they have coverage. They'll come back from that. And then we got something else. So it's like, we're not backing down no matter what. So the unity, I'm definitely here for it. But as far as racism go, I feel like this is just the beginning. It really is. It been a thing, but this is just the beginning.
There we go. Same question for you, Kiera.
I'm going to have to say no, because it is a mindset thing. So as far as us being able to, sorry, I'm choking on that. But yeah, it's a mindset thing. So if you're going to say like, okay, we can change everybody's mindset, that's just not likely. But we can change some.
Yes.
I think that's the most important part. The fact that, you know, we can make a difference, and we are.
Absolutely.
There we go. That's good. I like that. All right. That is good. All right. So again, for our next chicken wing flavor.
I ain't got it.
I'll eat yours. All right. The next one we got La Trinidad. All right.
It sounds like it's
hot.
So let me describe it for you. It is a Caribbean scorpion pepper blended with fruity tones and fiery heat. All right. So I'll take one for the team for Shardy.
Thank you. I love
You're
it.
welcome. I got you.
My
I got you.
Still burning from that
Look, my
little
throat
one.
is like.
Somebody gonna join me?
I'm eating mine.
Uh,
I'm eating mine. My eyes about to start watering.
Yeah, it is hot.
It's really that hot. Let me see.
Damn.
Look,
It's good, but it's hot.
see.
It hit you right in your sinus. Hold on.
Tasted it.
Ooh. All right, let me get to that question
Y'all
real
really a
quick.
big deal because guess what?
Yeah, no.
You don't need water for this. We need milk.
All right, next. Ooh. All right. That's hot. It's good, but it's hot. Damn. All right, next.
That joint is hot.
And this is a hot question, too. All right. If you witnessed a murder in Chester, would you report it?
Ooh.
Anybody can hit that first.
I am.
All right.
I'm telling. Like I don't. And I'm saying this because, and it's like I've never been scared of you a rat, you a snitch. I'm all for what's right. Because at the end of the day, who made you God? That's my number one.
Right.
My number two is considering that you may have lost a loved one and remembering how you felt when you lost who you lost and nobody ever said anything. So at the end of the day, that could be somebody else that you're losing. I'm not even about to let nobody suffer like that. Like we all know what it feel like to lose somebody and they not have justice. Or we all know what it's like to know somebody who's even lost a child. Like say if your child ran away or got kidnapped or something and they're just gone for years, you just never know what's going on, so you living with that pain forever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm an advocate for the people in my city when I don't do anything to keep my city safe. So absolutely.
There we go. All right. And for the next two, we answer it, and then we're going to try to keep it a little brief. We got to go to the next group after this. All right. So, again, Chardonnay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And a quick description on the reason why.
Because the change starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We can sit here and say, like, okay, as of right now, Black Lives Matter, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Black lives do matter. Not just when the white is beating on us, but also when the black is beating on the black too. So we have to show that, you know, it's a definite yes.
All right. Here we go. And how about you, Kiera?
I'm going to say yes to this one.
It's hot as hell.
Yo, I can't even talk.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to piggyback off of what they said.
Mm-hmm.
It's just only right.
There we go.
That's just what it is.
A way to put it.
It's only right. To witness something like that and not. It's on you now.
All right.
You don't tell.
Exactly.
All right. Again, I would like to thank you three ladies for joining us for this conversation. Again, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll get to the next group of people, and then we'll also provide y'all information in the comments, you know, where they can follow you all at, okay?
Yeah.
Again, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. We'll transition to the next group.
I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. I remember back in the days when I was just a little niggero. I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it. So when he went out with girls, I could go tagging along, nagging. If she had a sis, maybe could mac a baby hood rat. Y'all remember way back then when it was 1985, all the way live. I think I was about 10, one of those happy little niggas singing the blues that be always trying to bag with the shag and karate shoes, saying yo mama black, his mama this, his mama that. Then he get mad and wanna scrap. We stay mad about 10 minutes like back on the bike to play hide and go get it with the younger hoes by the bungalows. Then switch to playing ding dong ditch when that gets old and too cold to hack it. Threw on a bomber jacket. You could tell the ballers cause they bell wearing gazelles, and if they really had money raised, be sporting tanks. And all the girls had they Turkish link. If it broke, then they made earrings to it, like they meant to do it. But sometimes I still sit and reminisce, then think about the years I was raised. Back in the day, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when My crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school, wish it had grown up. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out and be a grown up. But let me finish this, reminiscing and telling about when girls were spelling tight corduroys like for the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops.
All right. We are back with our next panel. I will allow them to introduce themselves so we can give a nice brief description. I'll start with the one right next to me. I know you.
Yeah, you do. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy Taylor. I am the owner and CEO of Joy the MUA and Joy the MUA Pro, which is a handmade lip gloss collection.
There we go. All right.
Hello, my name is Christina Delva. I am a public activist here in the city of Chester. That's it.
All right.
How y'all doing? My name is Ted Miller. I'm a nightlife entrepreneur. I have a marketing company. I have a screen printing and vinyl printing t-shirt company too as well. And I'm just a cultural leader in the city of Chester, and I just want to help make a change.
All right. So we will get ready and bring in our wings. Bring in our wings, all right? And I'm going to let y'all know for the first one we're going to be eating for this group is going to be the barbecue, which is sweet, tangy, and zesty. All right? So, again, that is sweet, tangy, and zesty. So once you all get to take a bite of your wing, I will ask you your question. All right, so it's the
which one is
that look like the barbecue one. Which order? It's the left, right.
Barbecue.
Peri-peri. Yep.
I think that was Trinidad.
In La Trinidad, yeah. All right. Alrighty, there we go. So again, let's grab our first wing, a taste.
Does it matter?
Start with the barbecue one.
That one.
Yep, that one. And then we go in order after that.
I'm supposed to be
All right. So again, my first question I have for you all. Do you think marching and protesting is effective, and why?
That's for me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Do I think that marching and protesting is effective?
And why?
Absolutely, because people do have the right to march and protest about whatever, is of major importance at that particular moment, or of importance to them, I should say. And it's important because it allows people the opportunity to get their point across. Sometimes it can be difficult for people to be heard, in environments that are set up, if you will, for them to be able to voice their opinion. So they have to do the next thing. So the next thing would be to protest, So if people are not creating opportunities for that conversation, that dialogue to be had, then protesting is the next thing, and I'm for it.
All right, there we go. All right, I like that. How about you, Christina?
So as far as it goes to protesting and marching, I think it's absolutely necessary because there's strength in numbers. So sometimes when there's a problem and one person comes out and say, hey, or try to speak out about it, they get ignored. But when you see 1,000, 5,000 people marching down the street for the same cause, for the same issue, that speaks volumes to those leaders that are in charge and that has the influence to make change, and it pushes them to make the change or the necessary adjustment that community needs. So that's why I think rallying and protesting is absolutely necessary, because it shows unity and it shows the number of people that actually care about the issue.
There we go. I like that. All right, how about you, Ted?
I'm a firm believer in the marching and protesting. That's something that's needed. If you sit there and let somebody keep hitting you over and over again, if you don't do anything, they're going to keep thinking it's okay to bully you. They're going to keep thinking it's okay. All right, it's okay to get away with this. But you know what? If we stand up for ourselves and let them know that no, it's not happening. We deserve justice. We deserve peace. We deserve to be treated as equals. Eventually, you'll get a change. And that's just what I stand on and I believe in. And as you could see, there's results. America's coming together. It's strength in numbers. We're stronger together. We're stronger together than we are separated from each other. So eventually, hopefully, this time history doesn't repeat itself, and we can come together as one to be united in the States.
All right, there we go. I like that. I like that. And then before I get to the next question, quick description. How did you like the first wing?
It was pretty good.
There we go. Yeah. Pretty good. All righty. So I'm gonna introduce the next sauce, which we have is the peri peri sauce, and that is savory South African flavors infused with herbs and spices with mild heat. All right, so you can get your next wing. That's in the next order, and then I'll ask you the next question. All right. What do you think it will take for, quote unquote, I say quote unquote, sorry, black on black crime to end?
That spice kind of hit me. It's subtle.
There we go. I see. You see them tasting them wings.
I'm gonna start taking small bites.
Or you gotta go first this time. How about you, Christina?
All right.
There we go.
So, the question was, how do we get black on black crime to stop?
Yes.
That is such a deep question. We could go on. I can speak on hours on this because it's rooted systemically. So until some of the systemic issues are addressed, black on black crime is going to continue. But just to shorten it up, we have to start loving ourselves. We have to start loving others. We have to start educating ourselves so that we can do better. And then we have to start holding each other accountable. When you see something, say something. It doesn't matter if it's your neighbor, your grandson, whatever. There are consequences to your actions. And as long as we continue to protect those who are wreaking havoc, havoc will continue. But I could talk for days on this subject.
That's good.
It's
No, you good. You good. Yeah, that was good. Nice one. You know, I like that. How about you, Ted? Let me go to Ted next.
I really believe money changes everything, especially in the black community.
Yes.
If we all have money, I don't have no reason to rob you. I don't have no reason to hate on you. We all could wear the same things. We all could drive the same things. We could all live in the same place equally. But if they always say it's more people that have. It's more people that don't have than do have. So it's if I'm a person that doesn't have, and if you have, eventually I'm gonna get tired of you coming around my face flashing what you have in my face. I'm gonna end up wanting to rob you. I'm gonna end up wanting to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things we deal with on a daily basis every single day, especially growing up in the city of Chester. So I really feel like money ends black on black crime. Learning about money, learning how to manage money. You can't just have money because you're going to mess your money up and then you're going to be broke. So if you have money and you know how to manage money, you'll be fine. And then also to piggyback on what Christina said, we got to start holding each other accountable. If I know for a fact my little brother killed your little brother, nah, bro, what you did was wrong. What you did was wrong. I got to stand on that. That's wrong. Like, that's not cool. If I know for a fact I seen what happened on my block, and if I don't say nothing, that's because at the end of the day, if one person stand up and say something, the next time something else happen on the next block, 5 blocks over, what you think the next neighbor going to do? You know what? I seen Miss Tina stand up. I'm gonna stand up too. I'm tired of this in my neighborhood. I'm taking back my neighborhood. We got to take back our neighborhoods. That's the problem. We got to take back our blocks. If you see something going on in your block that's not supposed to be going on in your block in your neighborhood, it's bringing unwanted activity to your neighborhood, driving down your property value, step up and speak on that. Stop being scared. End of the day, all you're doing is saving your neighborhood. Because, the more crime, it's just driving down your property value in the neighborhood.
Exactly. No, that's good. All right. And how about you, Miss Taylor?
Piggybacking off of what the other two panelists have shared, I really think that because black on black crime is so sensationalized, it fuels it. And for me, that's the biggest struggle because there are crimes happening amongst races all the time. But the way that it's sensationalized when it comes to black on black crime, that's tearing us down more than it's helping us. It's the same way with, the rap culture, right? They sensationalize that, therefore people want that. They make it desirable. So I feel like our worlds has made black on black crime desirable because of the way they cover it, because of the way that they sensationalize it, because of the labels that they put on it. They call in 14-year-olds men as opposed to boys. So it is a systematic thing, and it sometimes I wish that, you know, all of us could just get together, like, let's just all of us talk. Like, this conversation is just for us.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we need to exclude everyone else because there are some deep-rooted issues that we as a people have to let go. But unfortunately, because of how our world sensationalizes things that happen in the black community in particular, it makes it difficult for us to even take that first step, because as soon as we try to take the first step, i.e. people protesting about what's going on right now, it turns into looting. It turns into rioting. So now we have diminished the importance, and we have placed value on the looting and the rioting, you know, and now we're struggling between trying to get our point across, which is equality, which is fairness, which is, you know, it's lumped, it's a whole bunch of different things, but it's being overshadowed by rioting and looting. And that's the story that's being pushed now. Oh, look at the black people, they out there rioting, they out there tearing up their own communities. And in essence and in theory, it's not, because we don't own those stores. We don't own that land. We don't own those cars.
Right.
That's not our stuff. But that's another conversation, and I digress.
There's one more thing I wanted to add.
Yes.
Because we just shot videos to change the culture in Chester about how we view therapy and going to counseling. And we just did videos on that. I don't know when that's going to hit the air, but to stop black on black crime and violence, we need mental help. And in our communities, we need to start addressing it and make it okay. Do you need to go see a counselor? It is okay. You are not crazy. You are just fine. People go through things because our counterparts, their kids, all of them go counseling. You need a therapy. You hurt your toe, go to therapy. We don't do that here. So that's something that we need to
You gotta ring the bell.
Yeah, no, she is definitely. Yeah, no, you doing your thing.
Good point.
She is. I'm like, I gotta have all three of y'all. I'm sorry. Definitely.
No, so we have to address.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, I gotta get to the third question. I don't want to cut y'all off. I love this, but I'm gonna get to the third question real quick, and then trust me,
getting somewhere right now.
Yeah,
we're covering some needs.
We are. So for this one, I might need this one to be very brief because you gotta get the next group in. Okay. All right. So for this next one, charter school versus public school. Oh yeah, you can pick up your wing. Sorry, the next wing flavor is La Trinidad. Be careful. Charter school versus public school. And we could just do this. If you were or are a parent, which would you choose? And we can make our description brief.
Why isn't private school on this? Why isn't private school on this?
I don't know. Yeah.
Are we talking specifically here in Chester?
Yeah. So with everything going on with the charters and, you know, the option, do you think you should have an option to where you send your child between charter or public? And which one would you pick?
I have to say
public. All right. How about you, Christina?
I think that's the wrong question. I think that there shouldn't be a fight between charter and public schools. I think the fight should be education, period. Because to me, both public schools and charter schools is lacking in the city of Chester. When your child is still reading at an 8th grade level, by the time they graduate, that's a problem to me. When your child is doing 3rd grade math, by the time they graduate, that's a problem to me. So it's not charter versus public. The whole system here in Chester has to change, and we got to wake up when it comes to our education system here. We have to wake up. So
there we go. I like that. All right. How about you, Ted?
To be honest, I don't have any kids, so I really don't. I could just tell you what my experiences growing up and going through the Chester Upland School District on the public education side. Public school was great to me. All I can really say is I really don't go to the charter side. But what I can say is I agree with what you said about we just got to take education serious as a whole. It shouldn't be my child going to charter, so my child's smarter than your child going over. Nah, it's education. These kids don't know nothing. On top of that, we need the parents to get active. That's the deal breaker. The parents got to get active. You gotta get it. You gotta check the kids' folders, check the homework. Like, it start at home. So yeah, schools do one thing, the education is one thing, but you gotta educate your kids at home also. So
That's good.
that's
All right.
That's all I really got to say.
All right, that's good. That's good. Again, I enjoyed you three. I honestly did. I got to switch to the next group. I want to ask you about the wings, but I got to switch to the next group. All right. But if you can, could you be nice and tell your opinion of the wings in the comments? If you can do that, please. All right. Thank y'all again. We're gonna switch transition to the next group.
All right.
All righty.
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was back in the day. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was back in the day. I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when my crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school, wish it had blown up. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out and be a grown up. But let me finish this, reminiscing and telling about when girls was spelling tight corduroys, like for the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops, and it don't stop. I'm glad, cause when JJ's fad did Supersonic, it was kinda like a sport to wear biker shorts or to wear jeans, and it seemed like the masses of hoochies had poison airbrushed on their asses. Dudes had on Nike suits and the Pumas with the fat laces, cause it was either that or K-Swiss. I miss those days, and so I pout like a grown jerk, wishing all I had to do now was finish homework. It's true, you don't realize really what you got till it's gone, and I'm not gonna sing another sad song, but sometimes I do sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the day, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid.
All right, again, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chester's Hot Seat, presented to you by Lost in the Sauce and the Missing Plug. All right, I got my next panel in here, and I'll let them introduce themselves, give a nice brief description about who you are, what you do, where you from.
Start off. I am William Morgan. I'm the councilman for the city of Chester and also the deputy mayor, director of accounts, finance, and human resources for the city.
All right, there we go. All right.
Ralph Dorsey, City of Chester Health Department Outreach Specialist. I'm also the president of Chester Biddy Basketball League.
All righty.
Name Kyle Davis, owner of KC Electrical Services. And I just went through a real bad tragedy.
Yep, my heart go out to you, bro. All right, so we're gonna bring in the chicken wings. All right, and our first flavor we're gonna do is mango pineapple. All right, so that is a sweet mango flavor infused with pineapple with a sweet subtle heat. So you each could grab a chicken wing, bite, and I'll ask you your question. These are all coming out of a hat.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So I got my first question for you all, and I'm gonna start with you, Will. All right. Do you think black people are owed reparations? And if you do, why?
I think black people are owed reparations. Most certainly. I think we kind of are in that time frame right now where it's kind of been really put on the spotlight even more. Obviously, a lot of us are all for reform, and reform has not happened in a lot of areas within the country. Obviously, we have talked about the social injustice. We have talked about the economic support or resources that has not always come to the black community, the black and brown communities. So reparations are most certainly owed or due to us. Not sure how or in what form or fashion that should be given, whether it's monies, whether it's looking at different ways for financial support to make sure that we own our own businesses, we own blocks and things like that within our communities. But things should happen to that form or fashion, most certainly. I agree.
All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go to you next, Kyle. What do you think about that?
Reparations is definitely in order. Every other nationality that came here, we were stolen and brought here. So if every other nationality was given reparations in one form or another, we would definitely do some kind of reparations. And again, we were brought here. It wasn't our choice. So we should have, since they stole us from another place and brought us, it seemed like they'd have treated us from the beginning with some kind of dignity as a human being. That's the thing that's being missed with us. We're not even considered humans. That's why it's so easy for them to kill us and do what they want. The video camera don't do nothing but just show us what they do us now. That's my opinion.
Yep. Right. All right. For you.
I think it's important that we look at this situation and say, we do belong. You know, we've been here for over 400 years, and we just need to play our part and do what we need to do as far as the outsiders or the other races, you know, accept us more the same way we accept them, and just, you know, be a part of America like everyone else is.
I get you. That's good. That's good. All right. Before I get to the next question, how did y'all like the first chicken wing?
It was all right.
It was all right. There we go. All right.
I thought it was gonna be more spicier.
It get hotter. That was the mild question. There we go. All right. So our next sauce is the peri peri sauce. All right, and I'll give a brief description of the peri peri sauce. That's a savory South African flavors infused with herbs and spices with mild heat. All right. So let's go to the next one, and I'll get the I'll start the question. All right. How can we combat trauma in Chester? And I would like to start off with Mr. Davis with this, if I can. How can we combat trauma in Chester?
How can we combat the trauma in Chester? Well, first off, we can't sit and keep waiting for it to accelerate, then say, oh, we need something, we got to do something. We have to do it from the beginning. And truth of the matter, bro, is the criminals know if I do it only in Chester, chances of me getting caught are 0 and none. You have 4 different places that you could accidentally run into. But why the trauma and the killings are not accidentally running into there? That's meticulously thought out. And when the first 4 kids, nowhere in America kids are getting gunned down like this. Nowhere, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought I would be in this seat where I'm at right now, bro, because I did everything to keep my son out of that. And it still trickled down and got me. Snuffed his life out like a dirty dog. Now, instead of his face on a Wheaties box, he's got to be the face of gun violence, laying in the ground somewhere. He can't even enjoy his graduation yesterday, proms to come. Not talking about all the stuff that he was destined to do. It's just heart-wrenching, man. I shouldn't be here. No other parents should be here for their kids under the age of 15. Nowhere in America this is happening. But if it had happened in one of these other little places, they'd have had the National Guard down here kicking in doors and everything. I just don't, somebody needs to explain to me what's the difference in Eddystone, Ridley, Parkside, Trainer, Upland. What's the difference than them in Chester, besides having a black community? I mean, plain and simple, bro. Chester is Mayberry. You should be able to patrol Mayberry within some kind of, I mean, it's not a major metropolis. Philadelphia, Chicago. We right behind Chicago in murders, man. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Everything you said, that was true, definitely. How about you, Will?
It was the question was how do we combat?
How can we combat trauma in Chester?
I think that I can't pinpoint one as far as prioritizing things. I think there's a few things that we can do better as a community, better as a household, and as a government, most certainly. So I can't say I can put the blame on one more than the other, but a few things that we can do. First of all, I think it starts within the household. I think just having the parents just to open their ears a little bit more, and just sitting down and talking to the kids. I think kids at times they're going through things. They see things on the streets, they see things in the schools, and I think the things that they see on the streets and in the schools are most certainly different from a decade ago or 2 or 3 decades ago, most certainly. So they're dealing with it. They have to deal with it different. And I really believe that the kids they want to disclose some of the things that is hurting them on a day-to-day basis, but they either don't know how to get it out, or they don't know how it's going to be received. And at times, the person that they want to get it out to really doesn't want to receive it, or they don't have the type of advice or support to give it back to them in order for them to kind of monitor it or kind of tame it a little differently. On a government side, I mean, most certainly I believe there are some things we can do, or the government can do better, and not just locally, throughout the county and throughout the state, and obviously with legislation that needs to be passed to get guns and weapons off the streets that are most certainly probably should just only be used for military. And then, like I said, maybe just in the school system, bullying is at an all-time high, I believe, as well, and bullying has kind of done a little difference now. So, like I said, I don't know if I can pinpoint it on one thing, but communication to me is really, really big, and I think it starts in the household, and our peers and the people that say they are leaders and want to be leaders really need to find out how they can just reach their arms out and try and get one child or one individual to be able to speak to and hopefully be able to change the way that they move throughout the day, and hopefully it can kind of trickle down the line.
I like that. All right. And for you as well, how do you think we can combat the trauma in Chester?
And my whole life, I've been seeing trauma and people dealing with trauma. So it's just not the youth that's dealing with it, it's the parents too. And they don't know where to turn to, they don't know who to talk to. So a lot of people are immune to these things that's going on. And I think that maybe we should start. Everybody say this stuff starts at home, but a lot of kids aren't acting up at home. They act up when they get out the house, when they go to school, and when they get around their friends. So if everybody say, it starts at home, then everybody should start with their own household first and try to get some help to deal with these issues, because a lot of their fathers have passed away. A lot of their uncles have got killed. It's been going on, my whole life, over 40 or 50 years. This stuff ain't just start. It just started with the kids, getting guns randomly, but they're not buying these guns, and they're getting these guns, from people coming into Chester, selling guns for drugs, and the kid might steal it from their uncle or their cousin, or might see somebody in their neighborhood with a gun and see where they hide it at and go steal the gun and don't know what the ramifications is of killing somebody or using that gun. They go to jail and think it's okay, and they don't realize what's going on in their life until they in jail 15 years. I'm talking about a kid 15, 16 years old. They won't know that they got life in jail. They think they're going to get out. Until 15 years they sitting in jail, they start realizing that they're not going to get out, and then they start thinking about getting educated and things like that. So trauma, we're all being hit by this. Our grandparents had been hit by this trauma thing. So, there's many programs out of here, but I don't think people want to go and sit down and talk to anybody. They'd rather get on Facebook or talk to their friends about the situations. But a lot of these kids sit at home and see how their parents are crying about the loss of their brothers or their sisters or their uncles or even their fathers. So, that's a big thing that we need to get on with trauma. And it's not only with killing, people get traumatized by, their parents fighting or their father leaving the house and not coming back. It's a lot of things dealing with trauma that really needs to be addressed.
That's good. I like that. All right, so I feel like those are steps we could take, definitely. All right, I got one final question for y'all. Again, I enjoyed y'all answers, and this is, y'all could take the bite of the next wing. This is the spicy question, well, the spicy wing, I could say. And this is La Trinidad, which is Caribbean scorpion pepper blended, fruity tones, and fiery heat. All right.
Y'all supposed to give us some water with this. Y'all bringing the hot.
They told us before we came in.
Have your water.
I think I ate my spicy one first.
All right, so the question I have is, did you vote, and do you think voting actually changes things? I'm gonna start with you, Will.
Yeah, I voted. Yes, I did. Listen, man, you know, obviously, when you look at the history of things, we weren't supposed to. Somebody heard me. So, yeah, for the simple answer, yes, I did vote, and I believe voting is very important. I know that I feel like, obviously, voting, the primary election just passed on Tuesday for Pennsylvania, and prior to that, I was seeing a lot of individuals say, you know, well, I don't know if there was kind of blackout Tuesday was tied to not going out to vote, but I've seen a lot of people talking about not that they should not go in to vote. They should pretty much just stay in the house. I most certainly think that is a horrible statement to push out to the people in our communities. If anything, I think over the last 4 years, and probably even, and most certainly even prior to that, I think we've seen that people in certain positions don't do us any good. Things, and even when we're crying out for help, like we have been doing over the last few weeks and decades, of course, they tend to kind of turn their shoulder up against us, as if we're not enough, we're not welcome. So most certainly, I think our ancestors, our people that came before us, put themselves on the line to give us those opportunities to vote, and I'm all about grasping the opportunity when it presents itself. So, you know, like I said, I believe that voting is important. I believe asking and telling people what we need, like as far as these political officials that are running for positions in our districts or in our county or state or federal levels, we need to ask for certain things and put a goal or to be able to attain for them. You know, if we want more money to flow into the to black and brown communities, then what are we asking for exactly? Where do we want it to go to? Are we asking it for housing? Are we asking for infrastructure? Are we asking it to build buildings to offer jobs and things like that? So I think just having an actual mission with our ask and seeing how they'll kind of be able to respond to it is very important. And again, voting is very important, yes.
All right, there we go. All right, we go straight down the line. Do you think voting is important? I need to eat the chicken.
Yeah, you know, when I was in school, we had voting, you know, we had classes to talk about, you know, why we should vote and what it meant to vote. But nowadays, it's different. It seems like most of the seniors are voting, but a lot of young people aren't voting. And it's very important for the younger generations to begin to vote, especially as soon as you turn 18, you need to go and find out what you need to do to vote. And a lot of people say, well, this certain person is running, or the certain person, you know, I want to vote for, or somebody I'm not going to vote for. You know, I don't vote for a particular party. I vote for individuals that I think going to help my community and also other communities, and also help the United States overcome some of the things that we need to overcome. So as far as voting, it's very important that we all vote once you turn 18, because it's a right and it's a privilege to vote.
There we go. I agree with that 100%. All right, how about you?
Absolutely, we should vote. Not voting is what got us where we at now. This guy in office, because one person say, "Oh, my vote don't count." Well, you times that time 1 million people. That's 1 million votes. And besides that, there's people that died for us just to have the right to vote. Not to vote, to have the right to vote. So just on that base alone, we should vote. Because a no vote is just like voting for the opponent that you don't like. And like Ralph said, I didn't vote for President Obama because he was black. I voted for him because he was the right candidate. That's what I was teaching my son. You don't vote for somebody or like somebody because of their skin color. You like them or you vote for them for what they stand for. And if you believe in what they stand for, and it's right, that's who you vote for. It don't matter what color, what party, or nothing, because the plain and simple truth, none of us are born Republicans or Democrats. We're born human beings. So we're supposed to vote with a clear conscience and a clear mind on what's going to be better, what's going to better the whole situation, not just for you, because it's not you're not the only vote. What's going to be better for the multitudes? And voting is very important.
There we go. I like
People
that.
die for that. We need to die. You know, we used to die trying to get educated. We don't even make an effort to get educated no more. We don't even do that. So yeah, voting is important.
There we go. Yes. Again, that is important. Make sure you go out and vote. All right. So I have to wrap this panel up. But again, I want to thank you three gentlemen for coming out and having this conversation. It's something that we need for the culture, but definitely for the city of Chester. So again, thank you all three for coming in. And I'll introduce my next panel.
Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
His mama this, his mama that. Then he get mad and wanna scrap. We stay mad about 10 minutes like back on the bike to play hide and go get it with the younger hoes by the bungalows. Then switch to playing ding dong ditch when that gets old and too cold to hack it. Threw on a bomber jacket. You can tell the ballers just they bell wearing gazelles. And if they really had money raised, be sporting cakes. And all the girls had they turkey sling. If it broke, then they made earrings to it. Like they meant to do it, but sometimes I still sit and reminisce, then think about the years I was raised. Back in the day, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a back in the day. I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when my crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school, wish it had grown up. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out and be a grown up. But let me finish this reminiscing and telling about when girls was spelling tight corduroys like for the boys, basket weaves.
All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Chester's Hot Seat, live from cmpradio.net. It is the station. All right, so I got my next panel in here, and while they're passing out the chicken wings, I'll allow each person to introduce themselves. We can start with you. Yeah.
I'm Quan Knox of QX Media, Chester, Pennsylvania.
There we go.
DJ Queen B in the building.
All right.
Laylee, content creator.
All right, there we go.
I always want to describe myself.
There we go. You are what you are.
Right.
All right.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
There we go. All right, so for the first flavor. There we go. Ooh, hold on, I lost my thing. All right, for the first flavor, we actually do have the original barbecue flavor. So as you all take a bite of the chicken wing, I will explain what the chicken, what the sauce is. So original barbecue flavor. Sorry, I lost it real quick. Where I put it at? We got napkins right there too, if you need some right now. All right, so that's sweet, tangy, and zesty.
Okay.
All right, did y'all take y'all bite yet?
No. Which one?
That
one, right?
That looks barbecue.
It don't look barbecue. Which one?
Which one?
Left to right, they
Okay.
said.
Oh, left to right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, because I'm like, I don't know. And then as y'all bite into that, I'll I'll ask y'all the first question. All right.
It's spicy.
Y'all need a water.
Did I get the right one?
That one fine.
This one, right?
That one.
This is left to right.
Wait.
This
Oh.
is the left one.
I'm sorry, you guys.
You good?
I bet the hottest one.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm gonna get to the first question, and I'll start with you, Queena. Do you think Chester is being gentrified?
I would say Widener has the most potential to be gentrified. Like the Widener area, as far as Sun Village and Sun Hill, but I don't know about any other parts in Chester about being gentrified.
All
Or
right.
assumed to be.
All right. I'm gonna ask you next, Quan. Do you think Chester is becoming gentrified?
Yeah, of course, because it's it's cheaper living. People that got the funds can just come in and do what they want. when it's convenient for who's in that power to allow it. So definitely.
All right, and same question for you, Shanae. Do you think Chester is becoming gentrified?
Yes, absolutely. Just think about like Widener over there. Somebody actually told my mom, she owns a house on the east side. They actually told my mom, don't sell because they're about to build up like Widener so much. And then when you think about like Uno's being built and like the soccer stadium, that's all moves to gentrifiers.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think if it's not actively being gentrified, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. There we go. I like that. All right. What did y'all think of that first wing? So she went way to the hot one. Alrighty. I'm gonna do the next question. While y'all bite to the next wing. The next wing is peri peri. So that is a savory South African flavor infused with herbs and spices with mild heat.
I don't want to bite again. That is dangerous.
All right, then for this one, I'm gonna start with you, Shanae.
Okay.
If you could create one law, what would it be and why?
All right, it's going to seem silly. Sorry, I'm still with you. It's going to seem silly. Hot. Everybody would have to put their dog on a leash. I am so scared of dogs. You don't even understand. So when I see like a stray dog or like a person just walking around with their dog not on a leash, I get so mad.
No matter how big or little?
Don't care. Puppy, could be a fox, a wolf. Like, put your dog on a leash. Put your animals on leashes.
All right. How about you? How about you, Queena?
What's the question again?
Sorry, it's all right. If you could create one law, what would it be and why?
I don't want to sound violent, but I feel as though you should be able to protect your own neighborhood. What's the correct word that they say? They call it vigilante.
Like police your own neighborhoods?
Yeah, so I feel as though we could do that, but I don't know how it would work in today's state.
There we go. How about you, Quan?
That take some thought. I never even thought about it. I feel like I really don't know. Like you said, a law, right?
Yeah.
I create my own law.
Yeah, your own law, like whatever it could be. It could be everybody wear black on, on Black Friday. Anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I think hookah should be free everywhere we go.
Yo. Hey, I got another one.
Yeah.
I would make a law where like you have to attend your city hall meetings to see what's going on in your community. That should be a law.
Like a mandatory?
Yeah, like you should be present as far as education and see what's going on in the community.
I want to say that's a little out of pocket, Queen.
How?
How?
We
gotta be forced to go to city hall meetings.
Yeah, I'm saying like meeting that's like involves like the school system and stuff like that. Like
some people don't want to be a part of something they feel like they really.
What if I don't have
can't
kids?
Impact.
What if you do have kids in the future? So
All right, but that's a nice thought, though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it is. What did y'all think of the second chicken wing?
It was good.
I feel like
manageable.
It warms up like as you go. Like
Cause you started with.
I know. Like I shouldn't have shifted my plate. I'm all hyped. Like no, it's this one.
Alrighty, I got one more question. Ooh. All right, and then we can go to the last one, which is Island Fire. Island Fire. That's the one I think Queen to be first.
Yeah, y'all take a bite in it.
Turn up the fire. Turn up the heat. Feel the fruity tones of the Caribbean at their peak. All right, there you go. All right, little poetry. All right, I'm gonna start with Quan on this question.
Oh, I didn't even bite the chicken.
Yeah, bite that chicken. All right. What are your thoughts on dismantling white supremacy?
My fault. What's my thoughts?
Yeah, on dismantling white supremacy. Sorry, the sauce a little hot up in here.
It's the hottest wing ever.
Hold on.
You all right?
All right. We gonna let him catch his breath. And can I go to you, Shanae?
Oh, sure.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on dismantling white supremacy?
I think I feel super positive about it. I would hope, at some point we can reach, a point where we can dismantle white supremacy. but I'm not like optimistic about it.
Mhm.
I think it's so like far gone. Like that's just the way America is. So, I mean, ideally, yeah, you want to get rid of white supremacy,
Mhm.
but we'll see.
There we go.
It'd probably be better if we drink some water.
Definitely drink some
All
water.
right, Quan look like he's still trying to get it together, so I'm
I
gonna go
was
to
the same way in
Queen
the
now.
beginning, so I know what you're feeling right now. Like, it's crazy, like hot, hotter than hot.
What are your thoughts on this men and white supremacy?
I'm with it.
You with it?
Yes, I'm with it. It needs to happen. Like, it needs to happen. So I hope, like, after, you know, George Floyd, like, you know, the cops get convicted and all that, that it don't calm down. Like, I hope, like, what we doing right now, it keeps going. Like, everybody's educating themselves. Everybody's being aware. Like, I just hope it keeps going. And we finally get to the point where we can make change.
There we go. All right, that's a good one. All right, Quan, you got it together?
No, but
all right.
I think I took too big of a bite.
Should took a little.
And your lips burning too, ain't it?
Mhm. So the best way you can answer it.
I'm for it. It's just like it takes a big effort. It takes a like with the rioting and everything.
Mhm.
Like, all right, people trying to show a cause or what they doing, but I feel like, you know, it takes. I ain't gonna necessarily get violent. If it go there, I don't care.
Mhm.
But I'm for it if it get violent. But like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I'm for all it. But I'm for it, and if whatever it takes, somebody gotta be the ringleader for it though. Like somebody, like everybody needs separate groups and separate organizations. It's like too many small groups.
Yeah.
Come together, and it's going to get you somewhere. But nobody coming together like that. Besides the riot and tear up stores, and me personally, I ain't find it effective.
I feel like an agenda is needed, like where we all could be on the same agenda, but like we split up. You know, it's like we got the same issue, but we have our own groups. So like it won't get out of whack if this organization is doing this organization is doing that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
get
some
you.
type of common understanding.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that is good. So before we get out of here, what did y'all think of that hot Island Fire hot wing?
Hot. Shout out to Jamar. Woo, you got the hottest wings ever. I never tasted a wing that hot in my life. Shout out to you.
You seem like you came together pretty quickly though.
Because look at my wing. Look at my wing. I look at your wing compared to my wing. Like I bit like a small, so like it hit me. So just imagine if I'd have been all greedy into like the whole.
I would. I dug in.
There you go. Well, again, I want to thank you three also for donating your time and coming on Chester's Hot Seat. This was a conversation that was intense for the taste buds, but for your mind as well. I hope we all learned something from here and everything. So, again, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you. All right. Are we still closing or? All right, there we go.
For the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops, and it don't stop. I'm glad, cause when JJ Fad did Supersonic, it was kinda like a sport to wear biker shorts or to wear jeans, and it seemed like the masses of hoochies had poison airbrushed on their asses. Dudes had on Nike suits, and the Pumas with the fat laces, cause it was either that or K-Swiss. I miss those days, and so I pout like a grown jerk, wishing all I had to do now was finish homework. It's true, you don't realize really what you got till it's gone. And I'm not gonna sing another sad song, but sometimes I do sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid.
All right. What's up? We are back, and that was the end of our panels we had. We got the plug joining us back on the screen.
Oh, thank you. Yo, Jameer, you did such a good job.
Thank you. I
couldn't,
appreciate it.
Focus, but that's why I was just like, he got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you did such a great job. All the guests said they had such a great time. The
Yeah.
sauce was hot as shit. That's what
There you
everybody
go.
said. But I think that was the goal.
Mhm,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? So
Yeah.
thank you for holding it down while I was coordinating.
Yeah, no, thank you for inviting me. Listen, we can work together in the future. Love it, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, so tell the people before we get out of here where they can find you, your show.
Yes. All right. So before we get out of here, you can follow me on Instagram at Merdy, MIRDY 3 underscores, and at As the Culture Turns, which airs live 5 through 6:30 on Thursdays on CMP Radio. So follow me As the Culture Turns on Facebook and Instagram. There we go.
Right. And you guys, you can follow me at The Missing Plug on all social media platforms. You can visit my website, themissingplug.com. If you have a project, if you have an event that you need a coordinator for, I'm the girl for that. So make sure you also follow Lost in the Sauce.
Yes, Lost in the
On all the
Sauce.
platforms. If you want to taste the sauce, we have everything from mild, medium to hot. You know what I mean? So just make sure you guys support Black business right now.
Yes.
Thank you for
yes.
watching.
Thank you all. Thank you all again.
Bye. This is Chester Hot Seat. the
Yes,
first
there we
one.
go. Chester's Hot Seat. The first one, hopefully not the last one.
Right.
There we go.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Back in the days when I was young, I had a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I had a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I had a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.